You know, every developer feels this pain. That huge, complicated gap between writing code on your laptop and actually getting it to run in the cloud. Well, in this explainer, we're going to look at a tool that's designed to shrink that whole journey down to basically a single step. Let's get into it. This right here, this is the dream. It's called the Anzi Haiku, and it perfectly captures this idea that a developer's job should just be about writing code. You hand your code over to the platform and poof, it just runs. No complicated YAML files, no messy scripts. You just get to focus on what you're actually good at.
But let's be real, that dream is a long, long way from our day-to-day reality, right? The truth is usually a whole lot messier. It's a ton of manual work, a mountain of boilerplate, and yeah, often there's that one secret file tucked away in our project.
Ah, yes, deploy.sh. You know the one. That grungy, super fragile, I really hope this works today bash script that you cobbled together in a hurry and swore you'd replace someday. We've all got one. It's basically the symbol of that huge gap between how powerful the cloud is and the daily headache of trying to use it. And that's exactly where Knative comes into the picture. It's a project that was specifically built to close that gap. It sits on top of the biggest, most powerful cloud system out there, Kubernetes. But it has a laser focus on one thing, making the developer's life simpler. I love this analogy because it's spot on. Think of Kubernetes as this incredible, massive toolbox. It's got every tool you could possibly imagine. But you have to know which tools to grab, and you have to put everything together yourself. Native, it's different. It's the machine that's already built for you. It takes all the best tools from the Kubernetes toolbox and gives you this powerful, ready-to-go platform right out of the box. So Native actually has two main parts, serving and eventing. For this explainer, we're really just going to focus on Knative serving. This is the heart of it all. It's the piece that handles getting your code running, managing all the updates, directing traffic, and this is a big one, automatically scaling your app up or down depending on who's using it. All right, enough talk. Let's see what this thing actually looks like when you use it. We're going to deploy a super simple app, and I really want you to notice just how little we have to do to make this all happen. And that's it. One single command. We're using the KN tool here, and we're just telling Knative, hey, create a new service, call it hello example, use this container image I already have, and set an environment variable called target to the word first. That's our entire deployment plan, right there. And literally seconds later, Knative comes back and says, yep, I'm done, it's ready. It took our container, deployed it, set up all the networking, and gave us a public URL. No YAML, no firewall rules, just one command and a live website. And just to prove it's for real, we can send a little request to that URL, and there it is, hello first. Our application is live, it's running, and it's serving traffic to the world. It's just a brilliant example of how fast you can go from an idea to a running app. Okay, deploying something for the first time is cool, but what about updating it? This is where things usually get a little scary, right? How do you roll out a new version of your code without breaking everything? Let's see how Knative handles that. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Just like before, it's a simple, single command. We're just telling Native to update our hello example service and change that target variable to second. But underneath the surface, something really, really smart is happening. And this brings us to a super important concept, the revision. See, Knative never just overwrites your running application. Instead, every single time you make a change, doesn't matter if it's your code or just one little config setting, Knative creates a brand new, unchangeable snapshot of it called a revision. This is the whole secret to doing safe deployments. And you can see it right there in the output of our update command. Native is telling us, okay, I created a new revision for you, and this one ends in -2. It's basically the second generation of our service. So that leads to a pretty obvious question, right? If our new version, revision 2, is now getting all the traffic, what happened to the first one? Did Knative just delete it? Nope, and that's the magic. If we ask Native to list the revisions, you can see they're both still there. Our first one, PGYVR1, is still around, totally safe and sound. It's not gone, it's just not getting the main traffic anymore. And that means if something goes wrong, rolling back is as easy as just pointing traffic back to the old one. No panic necessary. Because Knative keeps these old revisions around, we can do some incredibly powerful stuff, like progressive deployments. Let's say we make a third revision. With one command, we can tell Knative, hey, let's split the traffic.
send 50% of my users to the stable second revision, and send the other 50% to the brand new third one to test it out. And this is exactly what's going on. We're not doing a risky all-or-nothing flip from the old version to the new one. Instead, we are carefully and precisely directing the flow of traffic. This lets you test a new version with real users, watch for any errors, and then slowly and safely roll it out to everybody. This is what it means to update without fear. So we've seen the what, simple deployments, safe updates, really smart traffic splitting. But now let's take a quick peek behind the curtain and talk about the how. What is it that makes all of this powerful stuff feel so effortless?
I mean, seriously, how does a single command manage all of that complexity? We're talking container registries, networking, scaling, all without us having to lift a finger. The answer actually comes from a core idea in engineering.
The whole system is built on this thing called a control loop. It's a really simple but powerful concept. You just declare what you want. That's your desired state. Knative is constantly looking at what's happening in the real world, the actual state. And if they don't match up, it automatically takes action to fix it. It never stops checking, always making sure your system is heading toward the state you asked for.
And Knative uses a whole stack of these control loops, almost like a set of Russian nesting dolls. When you define a simple service, that kicks off a controller that creates the right configuration. That action triggers another controller to create a revision, which in turn tells Kubernetes to create a deployment, and on it goes. Each layer just handles the details for the layer below it, hiding all of that insane complexity from you.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does this mean for you? Well, first, you get to finally delete that deploy.sh script. You can just focus on your code. Second, you can update your app safely, progressively, without those big all-or-nothing risks. And finally, Knative handles all the scaling for you, even scaling your app all the way down to 0 when no one is using it, which can save you a ton of money. And that brings us right back to where we started. The whole goal of Knative is to get as close as possible to that developer dream. It's designed to handle the how, so that you can focus on the what. So the question I want to leave you with is this. What kind of amazing things could you build if you never, ever had to worry about how they run on the cloud?